My friends traumatized a burglar, but it was so funny that we got away with it. In college, I was throwing an end-of-year party at my house when I suddenly felt like I was going to throw up. Both bathrooms were occupied, so as a last resort, I ran outside and into the bushes. When I finally finished and looked up, I noticed my neighbor's window was open, which struck me as odd because he was at the party and lived alone. Curious, I walked over to the window and saw a guy with a travel bag, stuffing anything valuable he could find into it. It took me a moment to fully understand what I was seeing, but once it hit me, I ran back inside yelling that someone was robbing the house next door. A few girls immediately called the police, but for the guys at the party, that wasn't fast enough. Several of them grabbed brooms, and one guy even picked up a roll of duct tape before they all ran over to the neighbor's house. The burglar saw them coming, panicked, and tried to escape through the same window, but he didn't get far. The drunk mob tackled him, hit him with their brooms, and he completely shut down, lying there absolutely terrified. When more guys came outside and saw what was happening, the guy with the duct tape started tying up the burglar's hands and feet. I still don't know why he didn't fight back at all. Someone then brought out a giant trash bag, and we managed to fit his entire body inside it. He was wrapped up like a Christmas present, with only his head sticking out. While we used the rest of the duct tape on him, he just kept mumbling that if we let him go, he'd never come back. Since the police still hadn't arrived, one guy decided they needed even more stuff to restrain him. They went to the dollar store looking for rubber bands, but came back 10 minutes later with a rope instead. They weren't trying to hurt him. So I went back inside to check on everyone and see when the cops were supposed to arrive. When I came back out about 5 minutes later, I found they had somehow tied the burglar upside down to a lamppost. By then, we had brought our speakers outside and were still partying around. What looked like a human caterpillar. Someone even offered him a beer, but he couldn't drink it upside down. A few neighbors came out to complain about the noise, but after seeing the burglar and hearing what happened, they laughed and thanked us for catching him. When the police finally showed up, they tried to stay serious, but it was obvious they were holding back smiles. They'd been looking for this guy for a while and couldn't believe this was how he was caught. They weren't angry since we were all 18 and no one had hurt him. The best part was that they took him down, put him in the police car, and drove off without even removing the tape, leaving him in his full caterpillar costume.